Namaste. I'm Dr. Robert. And today on 5-ish Minutes with Dr. Robert, my subject is Kali, the goddess Kali. And let me begin by saying that it is important to remember that Kali, the goddess Kali, is not the same as Kali, as in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means the yuga, the age in which everything is falling apart. That word Kali is different from the word Kali. So Kali is literally the worst throw when you play dice in ancient India. The worst throw that you could get would be Kali, would be a 1 instead of a 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. These were your possibilities. If you threw a 1, it's like throwing snake eyes when you're playing craps. Kali, on the other hand, comes from the word Kala. And Kala means two things particularly. It means time and it means black. So Kali is a goddess who is actively worshipped only in certain locations, particularly in Bengal. And many people are less enthusiastic about Kali than about other goddesses because she is so violent. But sometimes violence, and she is an ogre devi, an ogre devata. Ogre means intense, terrible. Sometimes when a problem is really serious, that intensity is extremely required. And that appears to be the situation that we're in right now, thanks to this pandemic and thanks to all the other turmoil that's happening right now in the world. We're in a situation where nature has permitted us to, given us plenty of rope, and we are now hanging ourselves, and Kali has come to carry us to the gallows and let us drop. As Vimalananda, who was a lifetime worshiper of Smashan Tara, whose qualities and iconography are very similar to those of Kali, as Vimalananda always said, Kali does not hate anyone. Kali is not vicious. Kali is not trying to be cruel. Kali is simply delivering to us the results of the karmas that we have performed. And Kali is trying to do it so quickly that she can make a nice clean break for us with the past so we can see things in a nice clearer way and move forward more positively in the future. This is why she has a mala, a garland of severed heads. The head represents the ego. So when the ego stands up and tries to be impressive, Kali chops the head off. Get down, she says to the ego. Get down to that personality that thinks it knows what's going on. And in this particular case where we are in this pandemic, to the ego of the entire race, the entire human species has a big ego. We're very important. We can suppress all the other species. We can pollute whatever we want to. Ha, 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 we are great. No, wrong, said Kali. In fact, I'm going to show you just exactly how great you are not. I'm going to chop off this head of abhiman, of excess pride, of hauteur. I'm going to make it clear to you that, in fact, you are not so clever and not so impressive as you think you are. Kali is a blood-drinking goddess. And blood, of course, is the part of your organism that particularly transports prana around in your system. So, yes, there are people who worship Kali with actual blood, but more important it is to worship Kali with your prana, to really understand that she is trying to transform the entire planet, and especially you, and to take your attention and put it at her feet and request her to transform you thoroughly. And even if it is a little painful, it will be worthwhile, because when it comes to transformation, there is no one quite like her. Jai Ma Kali.